Hello and welcome everyone. In this video, we cover two psychological concepts called group thinking or groupthink and group polarization. Have you ever been in a meeting where everyone nodded in agreement and the result has been a fail? Or maybe your team started with a moderate idea and ended up with a risky or overly cautious plan? Or you have employed a group of very smart people to make good decisions, and at the end, the decision has gone terribly wrong. Why is that? If this is the case, your team fell victim to the powerful psychological threat called groupthink and group polarization. Group decisions should be better than individual ones, but not if these dynamics are in play. In this tutorial, we will define these threats, look at real-world examples, and will give you concrete management strategies to ensure your teams make better, smarter, and more rational decisions. Let's start with groupthink. The term groupthink comes from the psychologist Yanis, which is a psychological phenomenon where a group desire for consensus and harmony override its ability to make a critical or rational decision. The team values feeling good together more than it values questioning the status quo. Think of it as a team-wide yes man syndrome. Now let's have a look at the key symptoms of group thinking. Self-censorship. Individual members keep quiet about their doubts or alternative ideas, fearing they will disrupt the harmony or they could be seen as disloyal. Number 2. Illusion of anonymity. Because no one speaks up, everyone incorrectly assumes there is a total enthusiastic agreement. Number 3. Illusion of invulnerability. The group develops an excessive sense of optimism, believing they can't fail, which leads to unwarranted risk-taking. Let's look at a practical example of groupthink. Imagine a marketing team being led by a highly charismatic vice president who is deeply excited about launching a new campaign, the Phoenix campaign. The junior analysts have data suggesting the target audience will find the campaign offensive. But knowing the VP's enthusiasm and fearing the career hit, they keep their data and their mouths shut. The consensus is easy. The launch is smooth, but the campaign is massive, brand-damaging failure. The desire to please the leader and preserve the team harmony costs the company millions. Now let's define the group polarization. The phenomenon called group polarization is a bit different. It's not about hiding opinions, it's about the final group decision becoming more extreme than the average position of the individual members before the discussion. If a group starts with slight preference for risk, the discussion will lead them to an extremely risky decision. If they prefer caution, they will end up extremely cautious. If they decide risk, they would take extreme risk measurements. Why does this happen? Number 1, persuasive arguments. During discussion, people primarily hear arguments supporting the dominant view. They may have had one good reason for their opinion, but now they hear 3 or 4, reinforcing their stance. Number 2, social comparison. People want to be seen as good, dedicated members. If the group is learning toward risky, an individual will advocate for an even riskier opinion just to prove they are a committed team player. Let's have a look at an example of group polarization. Consider a team of software developers discussing which database to use. Individually, most members lean toward slightly new but promising technology. In the group setting, the discussion quickly becomes a contest to see who can champion the new technique and technology with the most fervent arguments. The mild preference for a new technology is polarized into reckless, all-in decision to abandon their reliable existing system. a much more extreme switch than any individual initially supported. Now let's look at some strategies to foster critical thinking. Both groupthink and group polarizations are dangerous, but they are preventable. The key is to design a decision-making process that prioritizes critical debate over census. As a manager, you must be a facilitator of dissent, not a demander of agreement. Let's go for 5 actionable strategies that you can implement right away. Number 1. The leader goes last. Managers, supervisors, and VPs, state your opinion the last. If you start the discussion with your preference, you have killed the debate. Everyone else will instinctively edit their input to align with your view. Facilitate the discussion, listen, and only share your perspective after everyone else has spoken. Number 2. Structure debate with devil's advocate. Number 2. Structure debate with devil's advocate. Formally assign a team member to the role of devil's advocate. Their job is to forcefully question every assumption, regardless of their personal view. They are obligated to poke holes in the proposal. Rotate this role so that no one feels pigeonholed, and the challenge becomes a team norm. Number 3. Demand independent thought. To fight both self-censorship and polarization, start meetings with a private brainstorm. Ask all members to write down their proposal or proposed solution or critical concerns anonymously on a note card or through a digital poll before the open discussion. This ensures the initial unbiased thoughts are on the table before group pressure can influence them. Number 4. Bring in outsiders. When making critical decisions, bring 1 or 2 outside experts or non-group members to the decision and the discussion. They have no stake in the team's harmony or past decisions. Make them perfect sources of objection, unfiltered critique. Number 5. Embrace cognitive diversity. Actively build team members that are diverse in experience, background, and thinking styles. Homogeneous teams naturally struggle with these phenomena. A team with an engineer, a marketing specialist, an accountant, and HR professional will inherently have to debate from 4 different perspectives, which act as a powerful natural defense against both groupthink and polarization. As a conclusion, to wrap up, remember this: most effective teams aren't conflict-free teams. They are ones where conflict is constructive and expected. Groupthink is a pursuit of agreement at all costs. Group polarization is amplification of an initial bias to an extreme. Your job as a leader is to create a psychologically safe environment where people are comfortable being the dissenting voice. By using the strategies we discussed, like making the leader go last and assigning devil's advocate, you transform your team from an echo chamber into an engine of smart, robust decision making. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more management tutorials. Now tell me in the comments, what is one way you will encourage dissent in your team's meeting?